alone.
Things were quite different for me.
I was locked away.
I was told so many times that I had no reason to cry.
I hated it. Every time I hated it.
The scars I have from my open wounds.
It felt like I was nothing for so long. Here she was having complete control over my money, my friends, my family, my life.
It was a privilege to be listened to. I was expected to provide financially, sexually, emotionally, go to every barking call, get them whatever they asked. Did all I could do for them.
That was never enough. Every time I'd check her social media, I'd find her flirting with not just one, but multiple men. And every guy didn't even initiate the flirting. It was always her. I'd ask about it. Hurt. And yet I was the bad guy for snooping. On my own computer, I was snooping? For hours, I'd cry. Sometimes I'd find it and pretend I never saw anything.
Admitting everything just hurt too much. Mask the pain. Mask the pain, I'd tell myself.
Do this or we are over. If you don't do this, Jane, I swear I'm fucking done with you.
If you really loved me, you'd do this for me.
I must not mean shit to you. This relationship must not mean shit to you, since you don't want to do this thing for me. Disregard me giving up a year of school to work full-time for you. Disregard the countless overtime hours I took on to support your schooling and your dreams. Disregard me being completely tired from work, but taking care of you, still being on my feet after a 12-hour shift.
Disregard the thousands of dollars I spent on you for school and other expenses. Disregard me putting my life, my happiness, and dreams on hold for you. Disregard all of that.
Because I didn't feel like pleasing you sexually that day.
Because that day, I was running short on my paycheck, so I couldn't buy you that game you wanted, right then and there.
Because that night, I was so tired from my last shift that I didn't have the mental capacity to do your online homework and do 2 of your tests and 1 essay.
Because I didn't have the strength to rub your feet or back correctly that day.
It's your fault, Jane. It's all your fault, Jane Doe.
Constantly down, constantly thrown into depression face first.
This is love. I love him.
I love her.
I love them.
I repeated that to myself. What else could I do?
I did everything for them. Why did they do this to me?
What did I do to deserve this? I deserve this.
This is my fault.
I love you. Don't leave me.
I can't breathe.
This world I built starts collapsing before
The
me.
ground beneath me is starting to disappear.
Don't leave me.
I'd beg every time.
I'm alone. I have no one. All I've done for the last 3 years will be gone. I'm sorry. I'll do what you say. It's my fault. I'll buy it for you. I'll sacrifice eating this week. I won't buy that coat I've been saving up for. I'll pay for your membership. I did want the extra 2 hours of sleep, but I will do those 2 essays that you need me to do.
As if my time, my mental health, or money wasn't enough, you took more from me. As soon as I thought I was done, you couldn't take any more from me. You took something from me I'll never get back.
a piece of my mind. My soul just shatters when it comes to mine.
I said no.
I said no.
I said no. I said, please, no.
It hurts when we do it that way.
I said, I'll do whatever you say, just please, not that.
It hurts me. Please don't. Don't ask that of me.
I can't. It hurts. I don't like it.
I tried it for you because you told me it'd only be one time. One time. You said, let's try it one time. But it was never one time. And I only consented one time. I didn't like it that one time.
I told you to stop!
I said stop.
I said, stop. It hurts. You're hurting me.
You acted like you couldn't hear me.
It wasn't until you heard me sobbing that you finally just told me you were almost done.
So there I was, lifeless. Tears and hair matted to my face while I prayed the pain would stop. After you were done, I was shaking. My whole body was shaking uncontrollably. You said you loved me. That never fixed me.
I'll never be fixed. That day, a lot was taken from me, and I'll never get it back. You told me one time. Let's try it just once, that's all.
But it was never once.
Come on, baby. I thought you loved me. Well, I listened to your bullshit work stories. The least you can do is this thing for me.
You don't love me. You never cared for me.
Why are you even here anymore? Why don't you just leave?
I don't know why you're here. I don't want you here.
I cried. All I said was no. I said, no, it hurts me. No, I don't want to.
It's my fault. I deserve this. It's my fault.
I let you have your way. And again, I was lifeless. Not making a sound because I'm biting the pillow while the tears run down my face while I wait for you to come.
Praying you'd be done soon, so the pain would stop.
It's over.
You say you love me, and I'm still there on the bed, lifeless. Breathing, silent.
Traumatized.
But you never understood that.
Baby, I love you. What's wrong? You don't love me?
It was as if you were mocking me.
I wouldn't speak.
Each time I'd be a lifeless body and I wouldn't move for a good hour.
I wouldn't talk.
You did it to me so often, sometimes the tears wouldn't happen till after you were done.
Because at this point, the moment you entered me, I'd be numb.
I'd feel nothing.
No love. No hope. Nothing.
I felt nothing.
Because at this point, I thought I was nothing.
This nightmare you've given me for life. For my whole life, this will be in my head. Because as much as I wish it away, tell myself it didn't happen.
I know it happened.
It happened.
And it
And
happened.
it kept happening.
I told no one.
No one knew.
No one knows this burden in my head.
No one knows the monster you truly were to me.
All I did was smile. Tell everyone how much I loved you.
For years. I love him.
I love him.
I love her.
I love them. I love them. I love... I love for... I have... love.
I have nothing for him.
I lived in fear of her.
I am scarred by him.
Finally.
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 Finally, I have love for myself.